Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Gold with your daily analysis for Thursday 22nd of May, recording the video now 10 minutes to 7 PM Eastern Standard Time. We got a little bit of upwards movement which was expected. The target was 1300. We've ended a little bit higher than that. It ended at 1303.82 and turned around. I'm not completely convinced that that's the end of sideways movement though. I want to see movement below 1277.57 to have confidence in the target that I've got for you today. I expect that when gold is going to break out of the sideways range it's been trading in for over a month now, it will break out to the downside. Movement below 1277.57 will confirm that breakout has happened. At that stage, my target for downward movement to end is 1189, and that could be met in either maybe 11 or 13 days or sessions. Let's look at the charts. At the daily chart level, I'm still expecting for the bigger picture that primary wave 4 is an incomplete double combination. Double combinations are actually really common structures. They are more common than big triangles. So, although primary wave 4 could be a huge triangle, I'll expect it's a combination unless it proves itself otherwise. The first structure in the combination was a zigzag off to the left of the chart that was labelled intermediate wave W. So the second structure beginning here should be either a flat or possibly a triangle. A flat is much more common, so that's what we should expect is most likely to happen. And it would subdivide 3, 3, 5, and within a flat the B wave must reach a minimum 90% the length of the A wave. That's achieved at 1201.98. At this stage at 1189, if minute wave C has begun here, it would reach equality in length with minute wave A. When minor wave B down is complete, then I'd expect a 5 up to complete a C wave for the flat correction of intermediate wave Y. At this stage it would be most likely to end about the same level as intermediate wave W, which is at 1434, because the purpose of combinations is to move sideways, so the second structure in the double usually ends around about the same level as the first. Primary 4 may not move into primary wave 1 price territory above 1532.90. Before I go to the hourly chart, I've considered the possibility that what if this is minuet wave B, within minute B is a triangle, what if we're going to break out to the upside, what if I've got this wrong? I've charted that, and it's not possible that we have a triangle for B and then we need a C wave up, because the triangle, if it's over here, would be less than 90% the length of the A wave, so we wouldn't have a flat correction. And with a new price extreme beyond the start of the A wave, a flat is the only 3 that could be expected. So the other possibility would be a WXY, and we could have an X wave as a triangle. I've charted that and considered it, but I'm not comfortable publishing it for you today because it just doesn't have quite the right look. And in my experience so far with gold, its structures and proportions have perfectly the right look, the best look of any market I've ever analysed. So this has the right look. This is what I expect is happening. Let's have a look at this on the hourly chart, where minuet D of this contracting triangle ends here, this point here. So minuet B within the triangle only subdivides as a double zigzag, because within a triangle you can only have one of the 5 subwaves as a more complicated structure. That means all the other 4 subwaves must be simple corrective structures, and they're most likely to be zigzags. 3 of them have to be zigzags, the other one could be some other type of corrective structure, so long as it's a 3. So in considering all the possibilities for minuet wave E, if I've got my B wave correct, this can't be a triangle itself. It could be a flat correction, but this B wave here is less than 90% the length of the C wave, so that's eliminated. So the only other possibility would be a zigzag, which means it has to subdivide 5, 3, 5, which means we have to see this as a 5-wave structure, which is problematic. We also have to see this as a 5-wave structure, which is also very problematic. I've looked at this today on the 5-minute chart and it just doesn't fit as a 5. It fits best as a 3. So for that reason, and also because this downward movement isn't exactly really strong, I'm a little bit concerned that my labelling of the triangle as complete here is premature, and we could be seeing a continuation of more sideways movement for maybe another 1, 2 or even 3 sessions before it's finally over. It could be that the triangle for minute wave B is unfolding as a 9-wave triangle. They are extremely time consuming, they move price sideways, and they seriously test our patience. That's their purpose. That could be what we're about to see. If we don't see movement below 1277.57 within the next 1 or 2 days, then I would consider minute wave B is continuing further sideways as a triangle. The upper invalidation point remains intact. The E wave of the triangle can't move beyond the end of the C wave of the triangle, and to the downside the breakout price will remain the same no matter what happens, because within minuet wave E, if it's a zigzag 535, any continuation of B down can't move beyond the start of A. If we see further sideways movement for another 2 or 3 days before it's finally over, then I'll have to recalculate the target. If it's calculated in a few days again, it will probably be a little bit lower than that. Overall, I still expect we're going to see an end of sideways movement. Either we've just seen it over now and price is going to start to break out downward, or it's not going to happen for another 2 or 3 days yet. That's all for me today with your gold analysis, and I hope that all our members are looking forward to a fabulous weekend.